Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinals of the NBLL 2024 season. After 3 months and 72 games, we're approaching the last four with 2 tonight and 2 tomorrow. My name is Babs and I will be here with you all weekend long. First semifinal tonight, the locals LC Wolves taking on their rivals from the South City, LC Jižní Město. And Wolves only lost 2 games this season, both of them to their other Radotín team. So we will see what kind of fight the Jižní Město boys will put up in this semi-final over here. Exciting times. We have 35-degree weather that is slowly turning as the evening approaches. So we'll see if the showers will make a difference in this game. We will take a look at the rosters shortly. But let us start into this fabulous Final Four weekend from Radotín. On the home side, in goal, Dominik Sika with number 17 and Jakub Baraš with number 2. 4, Martin Šruta, Adam Kučera, number 5, Tobias Formánek. Number 7, Matěj Kresl. Number 8, Martin Kalenský. Number 9, Jiří Košťál. Number 10, Martin Pech. Number 18, Jiří Loskot. Number 20, Jan Prouza. Number 21, Tomáš Knotek. Number 26, Matěj Barák. Number 28, Martin Haloda. Number 29, Dominik Pešek. Number 51, Martin Hoďan. Number 58, Štefan Veselý. Number 73, Petr Poupě. 77, Martin Bouzek. And last but not least, Adam Kroupa with number 90. On the other side in black, starting off in goal tonight is Tomáš Čekal with 34, and we have here the opening face-off with Jan Dobiaš, number 3. Successful facer, but this time the opening face goes to white. Matěj Kresl with his absolutely insanely fast legs will do that first possession here. I will catch you up on the roster of the Jižní Město boys shortly. I can already tell you that they have all their strong guns on board today on both sides. Nobody's risking anything. And first opening shot by Knotek. Helmet down. I do have to say, don't be scared. These boys just need to put their helmets on better. Loskot with a dangerous shot on Čekal, but Čekal refuses to let one in this early in the game. Now Shamai with the clear. Fischer. Bambušek, one of the absolutely dangerous scorers on this team with 33 goals this season. Strong performance, especially in the second half of the season this year. Now Mareš with the clear to Šruta. All names that you know on both sides of these benches. We have a very good program in store for you, so if you are in or close to Prague, I strongly recommend you join us in person tomorrow. And another shot here by the Wolves. We will also make do with the running European Soccer Championship as the Czechs will take on a team from... Sorry, I got distracted here by that contact. Nevertheless, there will be football. There's a concert. There will be everything you can long for. So come join us. And if you can't because you're far away, do come join us online here as well. So a short possession here for Jižní Město in black. It is cooling down slightly. That should help, as the heat was relentless just a couple minutes earlier. Pešek, the legend on this team. Number 29. If you don't know who he is, Google that, because it's definitely a player to watch in today's game or in any game that he shows up on. 10-second clear. And a very strong finish here by Knotek, opening the score for LC Wolves after that mistake on the Jižní Město side, who couldn't clear the ball within 10. Any small mistake gets punished by the team in white, as we can see here with that opening goal. Tomáš Knotek with the first one on the board for him tonight. Now Jižní Město. In the last game these teams played, and answer didn't leave us waiting for too long. And we usually saw quite back-to-back goals. Maybe tonight as well. Bamušek can't connect with it, but Shama is still on it. But, yeah, Haloda on his back. Or maybe Kachko, one of them two for sure. Giving the ball back to Black. Fisher. Back to Fisher. Can he do it now? He's definitely trying, but Martin Hodaň, very experienced player on this Wolves team. If you missed earlier this season, Wolves and LC Custodes have mixed their teams, and there was a big swapperoo, resulting in two extremely and equally strong teams on both sides of the Radotín bench. And a second goal here for the Wolves by Dominik Pešek. Didn't wait long to bring it up to 2-0. So opening goal by Knotek and a second one by Pešek real quick. Jižní Město is looking for an answer here. They certainly don't want to give this up lightly, and they certainly put up a fight. They also caught up a big deficit last time they played and managed to pull off a win against the LC Custodes team last time they played here. This goes out of bounds. If you are around, keep your eyes on the ball. White comfortably holding on to the ball in this first quarter, but now Jakimčuk with a fast break here, all by himself. Strong showing here by Mareš. Jakimčuk tries to get the ball, but interferes with the goaltender in the process. Too bad, as this will result in a penalty. I guess he was waiting for the ball to leave the stick first, but unfortunately had contact before that happened. And now Čekal with the stop here on Formanek's shot. And Jakimčuk, after that fast break, will have to go take a break in the sin bin for that contact. Certainly not what Jižní Město was hoping for. They need an answer here to this 2-goal lead. We are getting some refreshments in form of very light rain that, to be fair, we're all pretty happy about at this moment. As long as it doesn't result in thunderstorms, we're really hopeful that they will pass us by. Formanek, strong showing so far by the youngster on this team. Jižní Město certainly interfering with the ball a lot, making sure that LC Wolves don't get easy passes. I'm not sure I missed this. Maybe contact by the boards behind the goal, potentially. Yeah. Koss will go sit down for a slash. Very upset. And I would be too, because this brings his team down to 3 players. So 5-on-3, extremely hard to defend. And there it is. Loscott, easy one for him with only 3 defenders. So we're back to 5-on-4. Jakimčuk released by that beautiful goal by Loscott. Let's see if Lastovička can get it. Loses his stick in the process, but saved by his teammate here, by Sherry. Sherry improving every single game I see him in. Now Bambushek. Doshli with a double team. They're not creating an opening. So we have a Fisher, Doshli, Bambushek combo here. As they're stealing a couple of yards here in the defense, realizing they're man down, not leaving room open for another Wolves goal. Right now, a 3-0 lead for the Wolves. Wolves managed to utilize that first power play they had. And trying maybe to get one more here. Peshek to Loskot, and a nice tic-tac-toe here. But Popier can't get it past Chekhov. Now Peshek. And we're starting to slip a little. Chekhov with a risky clear here. But works out. Novak tries it. Can they keep that possession as they have 24 seconds left in this man down? Now Pech, one of the youngsters on this team. Pech to Kostial. Kostial back to Pech. And it is in! th goal for the youngster Martin Pech. He works so hard. He had an excellent game against Berlin in Zelp, where he basically spent the whole game on the floor and managed to get Wolves a very hard-fought win. They only won by 1. And we have the first goalie switch here early after 4 goals. We are 7 minutes in. Chekhov will go take a break, and Bartushka will try his luck against this very confident Wolves team. I gotta feel it for the goalies. It's a tough job. And sometimes you just need a break to get in your headspace. So now Bartushka in goal for Black. Reznicek with the pickup on that face-off. Sherry. Fischer. Bambushek. Bambushek, sadly doesn't connect with Zhibal. It goes out of bounds. But at least we're back to full strength here. So currently a 4-goal lead. Jižní Město knows the situation, and they have shown that they can come back from much larger deficits. Nevertheless, it costs a lot of energy to do so. And maybe the semifinal is not the game where you want to do that. So far, Wolves with an extremely strong showing in these first 7-8 minutes of that first quarter. Pleischmidt giving it a hard time here for Kostial to do anything. And Kostial back to Peck, and Peck with his second goal in the row. Wow. I see a really bright future for this player with the number 10. Beautiful goal. He was in the right position, wide open, and makes it 5-0. That was a pretty nice combo there by Dobiash. Didn't result in a goal, but they have to just keep at it and keep trying. Wow, I am a little speechless here right now, as this one looked like an easy one. We will look at it again here in the replay. How did it happen? He just came up top and nobody was counting on him. And Formanek just snuck it in, really. His 19th goal this season, so it's not surprising that he's there ready to go. Now Jižní Město truly needs an answer here. Giselle. 6-0 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Their bench is a little quiet for my preference, to be fair. We need more. Marish, after a while, sees a shot here. He faced 281 shots this season already with a saving percentage of 76%, so right up there with the top goaltenders in the league. And now another shot here, giving Jižní Město longer possession this time, much needed. So we have a bunch of goaltenders with 76% saving percentage, roughly 6 of them on positions 5 through 10, 5 through 11. If you want to know more stats, just head to pointbench.com and you can have all the stats that you could possibly desire. I think it's important to add that Wolves have some of the absolute top scorers on their team. Leading the top 3 are all Wolves players in the league with Pešek, Notek, and Loskot. We've seen goals from each and every single one of them already this game. Jižní Město has a slightly larger spread with Došli and Fischer on numbers 10, 9, and 10. And here another goal by Pešek, adding to his unreal tally. That is his goal number 68 this season. And 111 points. That's a 7.4 point average per game. Wow. I mean, I know Wolves were very confident going into the semifinal. I didn't think they were this confident. Nobody expected a 7-0 lead. Jižní Město was here early, warming up and getting ready. I wonder what it is that keeps them from doing their usual performance. Now Došli. He has that I've had enough look on his face, but doesn't help him in this particular. And now Barak! Bartuška with the save. Barak, quick turnaround. And now Došli. Došli looking for some help or maybe going himself. Usually at this time of the game, if there's no goals yet, he will do it. Bambušek, very disappointed that didn't go in. And now we can hear the thunder in the background. We are monitoring, of course, the thunderstorms, and as soon as we see lightning, we will react to it. So far, just some thunder and some rain. We may be lucky, and as far as I can see it on my weather map, that thunderstorm might pass just by, as it's in the north of Prague. And maybe we get lucky here. So let's go back and focus on our game here. Team in white with confirming their favorites role here in this first semifinal. After that swap Peru in Radotín, they had an extremely strong showing in the league. As mentioned, they only lost twice, both times to their sister-brother team, if you wish. And it was both earlier in the season. They are pretty much undefeated in the later part of the season. So Mareš with a save, got something to do. Excellent try there by Došli, as Bozek returning to his active career. Didn't see him coming, and now giving Jižní Město a much needed possession here. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. I would think that Jižní Město is counting the seconds. They need to break this spell from their perspective and the momentum from the perspective of their opponents, who have had a walk in the park so far. Loskot, Pešek, Formanek doesn't find Loskot. He was way gone. Kos. Nice try there. Owen Fisher still has it, giving Jižní Město a much-needed full 30, but doesn't connect with Kos. Oh, my God. You have to feel for these guys. What an opportunity missed by Jižní Město. They really need a break here. 1:30 left. So far, Jižní Město not utilizing the very little opportunities that they had so far. Loskot didn't like that, giving Jakimchuk a peace of mind here. Pesnicek, 1 minute. One goal would be so important for their headspace going into that short quarter break. 56 seconds. Shamai heavily defended by a triple team. And Hodaň will run it here to Pešek. Pešek is relentless, and he might put in one more, trying not really trying for a hidden ball trick, just kind of pretending to go for a hidden ball trick. Gives it to Formanek. Dobiaš has it. We have 30 seconds left. Kos misses it and gives the opportunity to Kalinski. Kalinski to Košťal. Pešek open. He still has it. Finds Knotek, and Knotek buries it in. I mean, it's early, but that would be a nail in the coffin if we were late in fourth quarter. We still have 3 quarters to go. But Knotek's second goal in this game, confirming his role as number 2 goal scorer of the league. Maybe trying to catch up with Pešek there. He does average 6.4 points per game, meaning we have about 4 more to go from him on average. Oh, that is unlucky, and Drizal will get a hold call for that at the end of that first quarter here. 2 seconds left. Not the game that Jižní Město was hoping for. And as you can hear the thunder in the background, don't worry, we have our eyes on all the weather monitors we possibly can. So far looks like it is passing us. Just barely, but it is. And we will take a tiny little break. First quarter of the first NBLL semi-final. Home team 8. And the visitors from Jižní Město so far 0. My name is Babs, and I will be right back.
Hello, welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this NBLL stream. My name is Brian Whitmer.
My name is Peter G, and we are the founders of the Good Stick Company, the first and only lacrosse stick produced in European Union.
We hope you enjoy the rest of the stream, as well as we also hope you have time to check out our eShop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second quarter of this first semifinal. We see Čekal back in goal as, oh, what a try here. Beautiful dive there by Fisher. I think Mareš is asking for contact. I didn't see it either. The rain is picking up, but so far the weather's holding up where we can still play. Just need to save my computer here a little. And Jižní Město starting this quarter at man down after that unfortunate hold towards the end of that first quarter. So far, Wolves 8 and Jižní Město not successful with the few shots that they've had. There was a lot of missed opportunities on their end, and basically Wolves utilized every single one of their opportunities. Oh. The rumbling, don't worry, it's not me falling over, it's just everything else around me, as the wind is picking up too. But I can see the storm passing us, and now, unfortunately, another goal. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on how you look at it. This time by Košťál, making it 9-0 and utilizing that power play. They scored on every single one of their power plays so far. And Jižní Město truly struggling to finding an answer in this first semi-final. Pech had 2 goals today already. Poké. The fans are picking up. We had very high noise there from the Jižní Město supporters over the quarter break. They certainly can use all the support that they can have. Formánek. Čekal with a save. Wow, a tough one for the Jižní Město team so far. Trying everything they got to break the Wolves defense here and to find an answer for the incredibly strong Wolves offense. I will repeat it again. Top 3 goal scorers in the league, all on the team in white. Oh, and now an opportunity by Jižní Město. Mareš certainly had his hands full with that one. Maybe the first real trouble he got into so far in this game. Jižní Město, I have to hand it to them. They're not losing their patience here and just very calmly doing what they do, keep trying, and maybe the answer will come to them. Now Haloda. Loscott. Back to Loscott. By Košťál. Košťál looking for Formánek. Formánek finds Košťál. And it goes in. Wow. I do not know how that went in. You have that replay in front of you. I had to pack up my computer away from the rain. So you tell me. We have a very rare warding off call But yeah, I would agree that there was definitely play with the free hand if you are not familiar with what a ward is in the game of box lacrosse. Happens rarely, much more common in the field game. And now back to white. I'm not measuring their possession time, but I would guess right now it's a 3-to-1 ratio in terms of possession. Now Petrak finds the back of Popia, I think. Manages to keep the ball. Of course, that is not a reset, so they have to go with the 6 seconds left now. Doshli, there's a lot of people there in his way. Now their possession time certainly increasing. Lastovička, Jakimchuk. No, sorry, that's Novak. Novak. Not even close though in this case. And crease there by Shamai. Yeah, Jižní Město just can't seem to be connecting with their own passes. And that, of course, costs possession time. I'm at loss for words, ladies and gentlemen. Scored 10-0 in the second quarter here of this first semifinal tonight. A very surprising turn of events, and Pesek with his third goal tonight. Just wow, making it 11-0. And I wonder what happened to Jižní Město over the last 2 weeks when the league finished and they had time to contemplate their strategy here against their rivals from Radotín. Whatever they had planned, I think it's safe to say it's not working out so far. It's not a lost cause yet, as Jižní Město has a way of coming back, even though you might say 11-0 is very hard to come back from, especially if you don't have the ball. A lost cause after a hard-fought shot there, and that is goal number 2 for this top goal scorer. He's the third highest goal scoring goal in the league, his 35th goal, and he's the assist pro as he has 51 assists already, so one of those non-selfish players. There it is! Fischer, number 2, the savior of the Jižní Město team. Finally getting past Mareš in the second quarter here and putting Jižní Město on the board. Will that be enough to break the momentum on the Wolves side? It's definitely better than nothing. Having one on the board and not getting pickled is huge. Gives the team some much needed boost. You can see it in their body language, even though they can't win this face off. Čekal with a beautiful save here. Wolves will try to put a stop to that immediately. So far, Jižní Město refusing. Maybe Novak with one more. Yes, there it is, Novak! Completely unexpected, and Čekal just doesn't know what hit him. He thought that he would pass back to Kadejabek, but Novak just said, no, let me try. And now suddenly 2 goals here for Jižní Město. Much needed break for the team in black. And fans are certainly trying to over-yell each other here in the arena. Love to see that. Checkout does well by not moving on that one, and we see a hand up for an advantage. Ooh. I wonder, seems like another one. Oh, Jižní Město again. That is not what they need right now. They just had such a momentum swing with those 2 goals, and now they're back to man down after a push from behind by Jakimchuk, who's less than unhappy with that call, sending him to the sin bin. So another power play here for Wolves. And that goes in. So far, Wolves have not let a power play go by without utilizing it. And that was a Formanek-Knotek combo. It is nice to see how all the younger guys are getting their shot as well. That's Formanek's 2nd goal tonight. So we've seen so far like a half a dozen goal scorers on the Wolves side, with 13 on the board. Peszek with 3 and the rest of them with 2 each. Štedrý. Došli. Fischer. Štedrý. Štedrý will go for it. It was a back of one of the Wolves players crossing path with that shot. Loscott. Popier. Loscott. Popier. Reznicek there trying to deny Popier a shot, and successfully so. Fischer. We see a much more active Jižní Město team. Those 2 goals absolutely crucial for them. Petrak. Oh man, how many more of these? Wolves so good in position and intercepting even, simple passes. And that gives them the upper hand on possession time, and then of course the upper hand in scoring. Nice action there from Loscott to Kostial, and out of bounds. 5.5 minutes left in this half. Jižní Město reevaluating their strategy. Staying out of the sin bin would be 1. Even though I would say 3 out of those were really unlucky. Those do happen. So far, Wolves very disciplined on that side, but they also haven't played much defense yet. Kressel, unreal speed on this guy. Fastest guy in the league from the All-Star game last year. Now Novak. Shamai. Good try there. As Novak has showed us earlier, it's always worth a try. Lastovička loses it. Rezicek recognizes it, but are we down to 10 seconds? Not yet. Because we had a change of possession there in between, so Jižní Město gets their full possession in their attack half. Oh, what a goal! Yeah, that is in, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the replay button on this one. What a beauty! Jan Fischer with a dive from behind the goal and just kind of sneaks it in. The opening Maras thought he had it, but it bounced and went in, giving an incredibly crucially important goal for Jižní Město. Slowly and surely. Oh. Okay. Oh, Kressler did not like that. And Doschli did not like that nobody saw that. There's a lot of push and shove now. The patience on the Jižní Město side starting to pay off. Question is, will it be enough? And it's not a little too late to catch up on this big deficit that they gave away, especially in first quarter. Barak. Formanek. Veseli. Oh, Knotek still there, tries it over his shoulder, still has it. Unreal, this guy. Wow. I mean, don't look at the score because there's plenty of excitement on the floor going on right now. The heat is on, especially the last, I would say, 5 minutes or so. A lot of people in the crease. But we all know Jirka Loskot is such a nice guy. As surely you can hear, there's little Radocin fans here next to me. I would venture that you probably don't know how many those are, and they're pretty loud. Novak. Fischer truly giving it his all, just running on every single possession there. And now a timeout call by the Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, just take your eyes off the score a little and just rewind the last 5 minutes or so. We have a very heated game here late in the second quarter. And yes, local Wolves leading with 13-3 against Jižní Město. But I wouldn't say everything's lost, as we've just seen in the last couple of minutes. And I can also give you a weather update here. It seems that the thunderstorms have passed us, which is great news for us. So we're just a little wet, but no lightning danger anymore. It is passing across to the northeast and southeast, and we stayed maybe not dry, but at least away from the eye of the storm. So now Pešek. There's 2 minutes left in this half. Popier trying to find Knotek. He's like, yeah, dude, I wasn't there yet. And Čekal stepping up his game here late in the second. Novak. He showed us one very unexpected goal. And there's another opportunity. Štedri almost had it, but Popier was there first. Finding Košťál. Finding and not finding. Now Kos gets the opportunity to get one more in late here before that halftime break. Doschli, not successful so far. The top scorer on the Jižní Město team. I haven't seen Bambušek in a while. Popier all by himself. Saved by Čekal. Picked up by Novak. Blechschmidt. Schmidt finding Fischer. Bamušek, now here he is. Finding Štedry, and Štedry! Oh man! What a save there by Mareš. It looked like it was going straight in. Pešek, one-handed catch, and he's in the crease there. So another opportunity here for Jižní Město to put in one more. Our clock is not running, so we will check that. Some confusion here on who has the ball. There seems to be some misunderstandings. We stopped. Matouš Tilscher will clarify that. Yeah, the whistle was blown when Jižní Město still had the ball. So Jižní Město will continue with their attack here with roughly 30 seconds left in this half. A lot of push and shove. Full concentration here. Fischer, ooh. And timeout Jižní Město, not surprising, with 26 seconds left. All right, so it seems like Jižní Město has found their way back into this game. Big question of the hour is if the 10-goal lead that they gave up in the first is not too much to come back from here in this first semifinal and do something about it. Wolves are also certainly not relaxing and doing the best they can, which is a lot, to keep up this big lead as they keep their hopes up for a title here in Radotín. Final for 2024. We're reaching the end of the first half of the first semifinal, but we still have 26 seconds left, and the ending seconds of any quarter are usually the most exciting ones. So let's see about that in this case. Fans certainly doing their bit. Jižní Město trying their patience. 1 second, and that is it. A beautiful try there by Bamušek. Some confusion if the time has run out, but Mareš had the save there. Ladies and gentlemen, home team Wolves with 13, and Jižní Město finally climbing their way back into this game with 3 goals in the second quarter. We are gonna take a break for halftime. Go grab a drink, grab some friends, and come back. My name is Babs, and I will be back in 10 minutes.
Hello and welcome back. It's halftime. We have a full 12-minute intermission, which is more than enough time for you to check out our eShop.
We offer complete sticks, strung heads, unstrung heads, or fully customized sticks with armor mesh.
Stick around for second half action, and thanks for checking out our eShop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the NBLL 2024 semi-final. Dobiasz picking up the first face-off in the second half. If you are only joining us now, we had an unreal first quarter where it was all white, and Wolves came up 10 points before or early in second quarter. And Jižní Město started catching up with 3 goals. So current score 13-3, but not if Knotek has something to say about that. Scoring his 3rd goal tonight, making it 14-3 early here in second half. I was gonna say that surely Jižní Město utilized the break to come up with a strategy here against this absolutely crushing showing of the Wolves. So far, Jižní Město has not really found the answer. They also gave away 4 power play or man down goals to Wolves. So Wolves utilized every single opportunity that they have been given. Wolves stayed out of the sim bin so far, not giving any extra opportunities to Jižní Město, and then of course punishing every single little mistake done by the team in black. But we've seen a lot of action in the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of that first half, making us very hopeful for this second half. And so far, I would say it is confirmed as we see possession on both ends. And yeah, let's see if Jižní Město can do something about it and catch up after that huge deficit from that first quarter. We see Bartuška back in goal. We had some back and forth swaps on the Jižní Město side in goaltending. Now Loskot. not successful this time. Reznicek clears it. Wolves extremely disciplined in their substitution so far as well, and doing it super smart. Really ready for anything coming their way. We also see a swap on the goaltending in white as Mares played in the first half, and now we see Dominik Sika. Knotek had the opening goal with 2 minutes in to that first quarter. Popie. Loskot. Kostial. Kostial doesn't find Pech as Kadejabek picks it up. Giselle! And Giselle after a nice pass there by Kadejabek. Kadejabek with 2 assists tonight on 4 goals. And Giselle with goal number 4 for Jižní Město. Actually, I stand corrected. 3 assists of the 4 goals go to Kadejabek. What a strong showing by Kadejabek so far. Dobiash. Jesus Christ, triple team here right by the boards, but he still has it. Unbelievable. Good for him. Very tiring, but he got it. Reznicek. Shamai. Reznicek tries it. Goes to the post. Still has it. So a full 30 here for Jižní Město. As he swaps for Fischer. Fischer with 2 points on the board today, with one of them late in the second. A beautiful behind the goal dive. Can he repeat it? Not on this possession, says Barak. Barak goes for it by himself. But Sherry says no. Lastovička. So far staying out of harm's way. Lastovička known for being in the middle and haunted by injuries. So fingers crossed for him that he stays healthy today. Bambušek now. Bambušek, one of the top scorers for Jižní Město. So far not on the board. He does come in usually later in the game. And he does! No! Shot clock ran out. Oh, that is heartbreaking for Bambušek. But what a nice goal. So he will have to try again. Disappointed, to say the least. Or Bambušek there. Now Loskot looking for an opening. As Kostial keeping 2 defenders busy. Excellent defense there by Kompas. Denying Loskot an opportunity, but giving it to Pešek. And Bartuška has it. Wow. Pešek 3 goals tonight already. He averages 7.5, so still ways to go for him. Unreal. Again, if you want more stats, do head to our partner's website, pointbench.com. NBLL is on the top of the page, and then scroll down to tonight's game. You can see tonight's stats, but also from the whole season. Some interesting stuff in there. Formanek. Bartuška with steady hands here so far in the second half. Shamai. Štedrý, sorry, I have to correct my numbers here. Loskot. And the sun is shining on us. It has cooled down about 10 degrees, I'd say. very desperately needed. This is much better lacrosse weather than what we had tonight. Oh, and Peck with his third tonight. He had 2 quick ones in the first, and now a third goal for the youngster Martin Peck. That's his 13th goal this season in his 9th game. He made his way to the seniors. I believe this is his first season. Kalinski now with the pickup to Bozek. Bozek returning to his active career. A surprise showing tonight, I believe after an injury of one of his teammates. Oscott. Oscott, an excellent hockey player also. He's a teacher in nearby Černošice. And he tries it from far away. And tremendous athlete, Jirka Oscott. Basically, you can use him in any sport you can possibly imagine. And a genuinely nice guy. Doshli. So far heavily guarded by the Wolves defense. Couldn't do much on the goal. And now Hodan's foot in the way of a Doshli shot. Woo! Oh, Štedrý gets rid of it. Unluckily, the ball stays in his stick and thus goes to White. But a nice try nonetheless. If the ball had rolled out, maybe Jižní Město could have still picked it up. But that doesn't matter now. Košťal. Oscott. We're watching a much more even matchup here between these two teams as Petra goes for a fast break. But Sika denies him the joy of scoring. We do see back and forth goals right now. We had Wolves, Jižní, and back to Wolves. By that statistics, it would be time for another Jižní Město goal. We'll see if that's going to be the case. I see hands here from this end. Kids yelling, help him out. Blakesmith and Pešek pushing and shoving there while Vojta Schaffner keeps an eye on it from afar. Certainly no love lost between these players on this floor while the play is running. On the other hand, great teammates when they play on the different national squads, as will also be the case for the World Championships in Utica later this year, coming up in September. Many of these players on the floor tonight will most likely be on the Czech national squad. The final team has not yet been picked, and certainly this weekend will have some say in that. And there it is, Fischer's goal after a pass by Novak. Fischer's third goal tonight. Novak with a goal and an assist now on the board as well. So yeah, as I said, starting the 20th minute of this game, we're back to a much more evenly matched semi-final. I'm sure Jižní Město would like to just forget the first 20 minutes of this game. Sadly for them, we can't do that. Lucky for you watching, you can still enjoy everything we have in store for you. 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Wolves holding on to their 10-goal lead, as every Jižní Město goal got an answer. We will see if that's the case this time as well. Oscott again. Finding Knotek. Knotek finding Petrak's back. Oh, Bartushka. With stepping outside of his comfort zone. Wow, too bad. Petrak doesn't find Reznicek. And ball goes straight to Sika's stick. Formanek beating Petrak. But Sherry right there with his watchful eye. Kościal, Knotek. And now Petrak will go for it himself. Can Hodaň slow him down? He finds Jakimčuk. Jakimčuk still, and it is in! Jakimčuk fakes his way through 3 defenders and fakes his way around Sika and Jakimčuk with goal number 6 for Jižní Město. It's only his 3rd goal this season. He is a scout, which is a big deal here in the Czech Republic. Dobiaš. Fischer. Novak. Nobody there. I wonder who he expected there. Can Fischer keep it? Nah. He's still, yeah. Sika out of his goal. So, interesting. I think Došli is arguing that Wolves had picked up the ball from where I'm standing. They did not have possession of it, as covering the ball outside of the crease does certainly not count as possession for the goaltender. And thus the time ran out for Jižní Město. So now Loscott with their chance to go back to their 10-goal lead. And Knotek certainly tries it. Kościal still has it. Loscott. Pešek. It's amazing. I keep just repeating the 3 names of the 3 top scorers in the league as they all play on the attack of Wolves. And now the fans of Jižní Město giving their support, wanting to see more. Bambušek, so far all his opportunities got denied. Šruta by himself, but loses it as Kompas sprints his way into defense there. Bambušek, Shamai. Bambušek. Dobiaš almost, but almost doesn't count. One-handed pass there doesn't work, and Bambušek gets it back. Will he try it by himself or wait for help? He might know better that going by himself, he's just so heavily guarded. He will leave it up to his teammates. Fischer to Novak. Fischer with 3 goals so far. Došli. Fischer still has it. Oh! Goes down, still launches it. And now Kressel, the man who I don't want to run next to. Formanek. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just skip the first 20 minutes of it. And we have a very nice, even out semi-final here. Sherry defending Loscott. Kościal. Kościal also occasionally called the octopus. Not because he has so many arms, but he's just so tall and his arms go so far that it seems like he has 4 of them at least. I can assure you there's just 2. Bambušek. Not happy with he's not happy with his own performance tonight, I would say. Barak. Man, these fangirls here are just tireless, going all game long. Barak very dangerously by himself in front of Bartushka. Gets his own rebound. Now, Wolves playing out wide. They can also making room for Barak. And there's the answer to a surprisingly surprised Jižní Město. I wonder why. As it was clear as day that that's what they're going to do when they pull their offense out wide. So here, the goal for Matěj Barak. I believe his first one today. So far, Wolves extremely disciplined in terms of penalties. We haven't seen many penalties in the second half, or any. And so far, not a single one on the Wolves. Now Fischer, Novak. Finds Doshli. Doshli tries it, but Sika denies that. 40 seconds left in this third quarter. And a white timeout. Interesting. It's a very weird timeout call. I wonder if they were... No, they wouldn't be. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I will have to go back and rewind that particular situation. No clue why one would take a timeout here. As we're approaching the end of third quarter, do let us know where you're watching from in the comments. We always like to see. We can also give you a shout out. And also don't forget, we have a second semifinal coming up with LCC Radotín taking on Wrocław Panthers, the newbie in the league, with a showing in the Final Four. Of course, the players are not new to the league as they played for Pardubice last season. But with new colors comes in new strength, and they've had an extremely strong showing this season. Okay, now Wolves trying out different things, maybe also as prep for tomorrow, as they're probably confidently punching their finals ticket. But game's not over yet. We have a full quarter to go, and who knows? 16-6, ladies and gentlemen, with an extremely even quarter this time. We've seen 8-0 in first quarter, 5-3 in second, and we're to 3-3 in third. So from the Jižní Město perspective, definitely improving their performance, but from the Wolves' perspective, a 10-goal lead that they're holding on to comfortably so far. And we'll see what's going to happen next. So please join us for the last quarter, or for the fourth quarter, I should say, because we don't know if it's the last. My name is Babs. I'll be right back.
Hey, it's a crunch time. We're getting into the fourth quarter of the game, and it's also a crunch time for lacrosse as a sport.
We thank you for supporting us and what the Good Stick Company does to make lacrosse accessible and affordable for people all over the world. We just want to say thanks for supporting this NBLL stream, and we look forward to seeing you guys out there.
Ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, fourth quarter of the first semifinal. And Jižní Město with a quick shot here on Sika's goal. Now Kressel with the counter-attack. Popier. Loscott. What a beauty. Definitely a lot of speed in this game. Don't let the score fool you. We've seen an absolutely excellent and totally even third quarter with 3 goals each. Bartuška returning to his goal in black now against Pešek, and Pešek with goal number 4 tonight, opening the score of the fourth quarter here. He's approaching the 70 goal mark this season, just absolutely unreal. He's just 1 goal short of 70. That means 7-0. And also a bunch of assists there in the progress. Vesnicek getting help from Shamai. Fischer. Fischer trying himself. Not quite on target, but recovers it himself as well. Shamai. Not successful against the double team, but Doshli recovers it and launches a quick one. Now Hodaň. Who's going to be there first? Pompas or Haloda? Schruta picks it up. No, Loscott. My apologies. Knotek. I looked away for a second and I see another goal on the Wolf side. I believe that must have been, I think Loscott again, maybe. We will see it here on the replay. And I stay corrected, that last goal you saw was number 70 for Dominik Pešek. Jižní Město, once again, looking for an answer here to this incredibly strong Wolves team. They played them twice this season, as all the teams play each other twice. They did lose both times, but only by 2 and 4th goals. Certainly not a wide spread like this. And now that we're in a 12-goal spread, we will go into running time. Certainly not the plan that Jižní Město had when they came into this game here. They were eyeing the final for sure. Doesn't look like it's in the cards for them today. But kudos to them. They are certainly fighting and continuing their fight for a respectable result here. Fischer, Novak. Now, small miscommunication there. And Popier gets it to Loscott. Wow. Once again, I'm at loss for words. Pech. 3 goals tonight for the youngster. He will try to go for number 4, but not if Sherry has something to say about that. Finds Novak. Looking for Doshli, but doesn't quite connect with him. Sika to Kressel. We're approaching 10 minutes left in fourth quarter. And we are back to the show in white. Peszek. Not this time, says Bartuszka. Finds Lastovička. Tobiasz. Seems like Jižní Město really struggles with connecting passes. We've seen this against Zbraslav 2 weeks ago as well. Sika with the save. And obviously, if your pass don't connect with your teammates, it's very hard to keep possession, shoot, and score. Knotek. Scott looking around a little bit. Knotek tries to go for one more. Barak picks it up. Reznicek certainly giving a hard time, but miscommunication there with Jakimchuk. But giving the opportunity. Oh no! Pavel Doshli, fast out of the gate, utilizes the opportunity of Reznicek being fast on that substitution, but loses his stick in progress. Very unusual for him. Knotek. Loskot. Barak. Bartuszka holds strong on that one. Resists the urge of moving. Novak, no, Fischer to Petrak. Almost didn't connect. Petrak by himself, and it's in! Petrak by a tiny mistake. But from his perspective, finally gets on board. His 14th goal this season. He played almost every single game. He only missed out on 2 this whole season, so really a stable support for the team in black. Reducing the deficit a little bit. We're down to 11. I can't believe I'm saying that in this semifinal. Yet, Wolves came out of the gate running, literally, and scored 8 quick ones before Jižní Město even realized what's happening. But now, Tobiasz against Vesely. As you can see, it's not the size that matters necessarily. Tobiasz to Novak. Bambušek, can he get one in finally for himself? Not yet. Oh. Tries to recover his rebound. Not successful as he's heavily guarded there by Popier. And with 7 minutes left in fourth quarter, the ball securely in a white stick here. And yet another offense for Wolves. Knotek. And Knotek, easy one between the legs of Bartuszka. And that is number 4 for Tomáš Knotek, whose brother will be playing just after this in that second semifinal. Tomáš Knotek, 4 goals, 1 assist. Košťal, 2 goals and 5 assists. Really some interesting stats here. Now Kos. Man, all these little mistakes, totally unnecessary. Just kills any opportunity that Jižní Město might have on catching up here. A big shout out to the Jižní Město fans here who are tirelessly supporting their team in black despite the very unfavorable goal score at this moment. Schmidt. Wow! What a save there by Sika. Resisted the urge of ducking and looking for that low shot. Expected a high shot, and so it was. Petrak. Štedrý. Shamai to Došli. A lot of push and shove there between Popi and Dobiaš. Petrak. Bartuška safely securing the ball there. Shamai loses the ball against Košťal. Shamai tries to pay back. Does not quite work out the same way for him. Barak to Loskot. Back to Barak. Ooh, Shamai's ankle. Oh, that must have hurt. Došli so far not on the board here. Certainly looking for one, and there it is! Pavel Došli confirming that he's had enough and finally putting one on the board for himself as well. 37th goal this season with Bambušek, the top scorers. Bambušek and Fischer, I should say, the three top scorers on this Jižní Město team. Fischer with 3 so far. Now Lastovička trying to find Bambušek, but yet again, just giving the ball away so easily. Vesely. Notek. Formánek. Less than 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. 11 goal spread. I think it's safe to say that Wolves have punched their ticket into the final early and have cemented that 8-goal lead from that first quarter. Now Došli and the fans complaining about that defense by Haloda. Haloda surprisingly staying out of the sin bin. Certainly knows what it looks like from the inside. He's the second most punished player on this Wolves team. Collected 18 minutes this season. Only topped by Kressel, who's also surprisingly behaved. But I guess if you're leading by 11 goals, frustration does not build up. Kudos at this stage for Jižní Město for not losing their cool and also for not slowing down and really giving it their best in against this incredibly strong team in white. Shamai gives it his everything to fight for that ground ball. Barak, Popie now. But Bambušek and Shamai trying to strip Popie off the ball. Minute and a half left, ladies and gentlemen. I do recommend staying nearby your screens for that second semifinal when LC Custodes will take on Wrocław Panthers just shortly after this game finishes. And we still see shots going left and right. Who will give us that final full stop in this semifinal? Bartuška will say it's gonna be us. It has to be us. But not like this. Bambušek still looking for his goal here in this game. He got denied every opportunity, including that beautiful goal that was sadly not a buzzer beater. So now Popier, last 30 seconds. Will there be one more? Loskot finds Vesely. So not on this. 20 seconds left here for Jižní Město. Dobijaš just against Popier. He will try it, he will go for it. But Šruta denies him the opportunity here to give Jižní Město one more goal before they will go absolutely heartbrokenly home and prepare for the third place game tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us. Final score, Wolves 19, Jižní Město 8. Yeah, I don't even know how to summarize this game. Rewatch that third quarter. That was certainly exciting, and also the end of that second quarter. That was some really good lacrosse. And other than that, congratulations to the Wolves. They punched their ticket very early this game and just cemented their lead, going confidently into the final game tomorrow. If you are in Prague or anywhere nearby, do not hesitate and come join us tomorrow here for a true festival of sport tomorrow afternoon starting 1 p.m. in Radocin, or join us on the screens. My name is Babs, and I will be back here for the second semifinal shortly.